Review on History of Computer 1940s to 1960s Early Computing. The period of the 1940s to the 1960s was a critical era in the development of computing. During this time, the foundation of modern computers and computing technology was laid. Here are some case of milestones. 1940s, the birth of electronic computing. 1941, Konrad Zuse, a German engineer, completed the Z3. Considered the first programmable digital computer, it was a mechanical computer, but it laid the groundwork for later developments in computing. ENIAC, or Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, in 1945, often considered the first general-purpose electronic computer. ENIAC was designed by John Presper Eckert and John W. Macaulay at the University of Pennsylvania. It could solve complex numerical calculation but was large, occupying a room, and slow by today's standards. Colossus in 1943 to 1945. Developed in the UK, Colossus was a series of programmable electronic computers used to break encrypted German messages during the World War II. It is considered one of the first programmable computers. A Turing machine is a theoretical computational model invented by British mathematician Alan Turing in 1936. It serves as an abstract representation of computation and provides a framework for understanding how problems can be solved by machines. Despite being conceptual, Turing machines are incredibly powerful because they can simulate any computer, algorithm, or computation. Here's an example picture of Turing machine. UNIVAC 1 in 1951. The Universal Automatic Computer 1 was the first commercially produced computer in the US. It was used for business applications and was also involved in predicting the outcome of 1952 US presidential election. UNIVAC 1 in 1951. The Universal Automatic Computer, or also known as UNIVAC 1, designed by Eckert and Macaulay, was the first commercially successful computer. It was used for business applications like payroll, as well as for scientific calculations. UNIVAC's most famous moment came when it predicted the outcome of the 1952 US presidential calculations, followed by the IBM 650, which became one of the first mass-produced computers used by the businesses. Number 2, IBM 701 and IBM 650 in 1953 to 1954. IBM released its first computer, the IBM 701, aimed at scientific calculations, followed by the IBM 650, which became one of the first mass-produced computers used by the businesses. Number 3, programming languages. Early programming was done in machine code or assembly language, but the first 1950s saw the development of higher-level programming languages like Fortran in 1957 and LISP in 1958. 1960s expansion and mainstream use. IBM System or 360 in 1964. This series of computers became the first family of computers to be fully compatible with each other, making a key moment in the standardization of computer architecture. Integrated circuits. The 1960s saw the development of integrated circuits (ICS), allowing computers to become more compact and efficient. This laid the groundwork for the next generation of computers. Time-sharing systems. Computers began to be shared by multiple users through time-sharing, making them more accessible to businesses and universities. Early software development expanded, with major programs for scientific computing, business applications, and even games starting to take shape. Throughout these decades, early computers evolved from large, cumbersome machines used for specialized military and scientific purposes for more versatile commercial tools, setting the stage for the digital revolution that would follow. This picture is an example of IBM computer. In 1970s to 1980s, personal computing revolution. Altair 8800 in 1975. The Altair 8800, introduced in 1975 by MITS, or Micro Instrumentation and Telemetry Systems, is a historic computer that played a pivotal role in the early days of personal computing. It was one of the first commercially successful microcomputers available as a kit. In 1990s to 2000, the Internet stage. The key themes: Internet accessibility from dial up to broadband, the improvement in connectivity allowed the Internet to grow exponentially. The dot com bubble, the late 90s saw massive investment in tech startups, leading to the dot com bubble, which burst in 2000, leaving some companies bankrupt but paving the way for those that survived. Early online communities. Early forums, chat rooms, and platforms like GeoCities allowed users to create personal websites and connect in niche communities. E-commerce boom. Companies like Amazon and eBay transformed retail, setting to the stage for the modern online shopping experience. Search and information. Search engines began evolving, with Google eventually emerging as the dominant platform. The 1990s and early 2000s were formative years for the Internet, setting the stage for highly connected and social web we have today. For more information about the topic, I list down below the links where we can gather more data in. History of Computer provides detailed timelines and histories of computers, key inventions, and the pioneers behind them. 3. Wikipedia, History of Computers.